All right, well, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we here at Divine Comedy take your safety very, very seriously. That's why we put together this special public service announcement to make you aware of the very real dangers that lurk here on BYU campus. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the very best of 2005's real-life police beats.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys.
Now, we all know that when college football rivals face each other, violence tends to erupt. And you've heard all these horror stories about riots and tear gas and things of that nature, but that is nothing compared to the madness that ensued at our very own Lavelle Edwards Stadium last year. Check it out. A BYU fan and a Utah fan had been taunting each other throughout the entire football game November 19th when it escalated to poking and touching the other stuff. The police talked to each individual and they promised not to continue their behavior. It's a rough school, I'll tell you what, rough school. Oops. A male student threw a snowball at another male December 3rd by the Joseph F. Smith building. He was cited for disorderly conduct. Okay, when you guys throw a when someone throws a snowball at you, what do you guys do? You throw it back. Well, I'd call the cops. That makes perfect sense. The Indian statue, the Massasoit Indian near the library, was decorated with toilet paper Sunday. Not vandalized, but decorated. Student slams car into health center wall. A student drove into a brick wall attempting to park his vehicle in the student health center parking lot Friday. When the driver intended to brake, he got confused and accidentally pressed the accelerator. He got confused. Okay, now let me get this order of operations straight here. The brick wall was not damaged. Don't worry. There were few damages to the vehicle. Oh, and by the way, the man complained of a sore chest. Well, at least he was where he needed to be already. Bookstore suspicious activity. A father was trying to play Cupid between a bookstore employee and his son. He tried to pressure her to go out with him, but she told him that she didn't want anything to do with her son? Assuming that's a typo, let me get this straight. A guy comes into the bookstore, he tries to set a girl up with his son, and what does she do? She calls the cops. Can you imagine that phone call? Yes, BYU police, what seems to be a problem? Yeah, a man's trying to set me up on a date. Okay, ma'am, don't panic. You can use the mace. You have our permission to gouge his eyes out. No one can expect you to be civil at a time like this. Okay, check this one out. University police tip of the week for your safety. Happy Thanksgiving. The University police wishes a happy holiday and safe travel. Be thankful for the good experiences at BYU and the blessing of learning in a great environment. That's great. How is that a police tip? A male student told university police the reason he looked into occupied men's stalls was to find a quiet place to study because he is distracted anywhere else. That's distracting to me. Theft of a $1.95 Brazilian flag averted. An 18-year-old man was stopped Thursday for shoplifting a Brazilian flag valued at $1.95 for the BYU bookstore. Because the man claimed he had simply forgotten the flag was in his hand, he may be given a voice stress analysis test. Does BYU own its own lie detector test? That's kind of creepy. And also, $1.95. Is it worth $1.95? If it's going to save the guy from a humiliating interrogation, I'll pay for the flag. And finally, this is my own personal favorite. An unknown person used a washable white marker to write obscenities such as poo-poo and poo on a black Denali parked in Heritage Halls. Only at BYU are poo-poo and poo considered obscenities. Second of all, a washable white marker, someone writes poo-poo on your car in an erasable marker and you call the police, just wipe the poo off your car and get on with your life. Enjoy the second half, everybody.